Hi. Wait till some people come here. Oh, good. They're calling in the air cavalry. Put out the word. We'll get on the loudspeaker. Hey everyone, Angelo here. Homeless. I was gonna say what? Employee, wage slave, homeless filmmaker living in LA. I'm not gonna let them take the word filmmaker away from me. Yeah, kind of spaced out for a second. Did my first day of work today. Went fine. Actually went well. I mean, only thing is I'd like to get a back brace because it does wear out my back to lift boxes all day. But even lifting in the right position, it just still kind of wears out your back. But I'm not sore. I still plan on working out tomorrow morning at 1 a.m. just like I did today. I actually woke up so early, one of the taco trucks was still open for a little bit, but I wanted to get breakfast from them, but then they closed right as I finished my workout. I ended up getting a Jack in the Box bacon and egg biscuit, no cheese. So work went well. I actually moved very quickly. People were saying that about me. They're like, wow, you work quickly. I want you to work with me tomorrow and stuff. So that went well. I mean, that was fine. I shaved at the park today while I was around another weirdo, some big white guy. He wasn't that big, but I don't know, big, kind of like swollen. He was like fairly thin, I think, but he was working out and he was with his dog and playing some music, and all of a sudden he just yelled, "What do you want?" And I wondered kind of if he was yelling at me. I was shaving by the water fountain, but I realized, oh, he's probably just yelling that at his dog. He was saying other stuff to his dog. Click like. We got 7 people here. Man, this thing is so cheap. This is going to disintegrate soon. I got this from the dollar store. What did I say? The dollar store. I noticed little pieces of the fabric on my steering wheel today. Hello, everyone. Alright, I'm getting this damn thing off. So, work went fine. It was slightly, sobering slash... Here's the thing about working for me. It's not the work I dislike so much. It's the idea of, like, I don't like myself when I'm being this other thing that I'm not. Like, playing this role, and I'm like, oh, man, I'm just a guy working now. But I swear I must have lost 2 pounds working today. It was like 7 hours of nonstop work. I mean, I had a lunch break, but, like, when we were working, it's nonstop. Lifting packages and walking around. Plus, I got my boots on, steel-toed boots, so that adds a little weight. Click like, everyone. And I don't think I want to do a long live stream. Really, I want to be asleep already. I had to deal with some damn pain in the ass stuff. I'm just over it. I don't even care. I don't even want to be a person who worries about these things, but basically, because it's a corporation and they got human resources and stuff, and they got to deal with my information, and they had to get my birth certificate, but my name's wrong on my birth certificate, and it was corrected when I was very young, and I had the form to correct it, and they had to change they're like, well, you got to change your name to get paid to your incorrectly spelled name, even though it's not your real name. And I said, well, but I have this correction form here. Can you use it? And they said, well, you still got to put it in anyways, and then we got to see if we can accept the correction form. So now they're saying I got to correct it back to my real name that's corrected, and there's no way for me to do that online. I have to get some kind of invitation from them. And I'm like, you know what? That's on them. They legally owe the money that I'm working for, so they better figure out how to get me this form that I need, because either way, they owe me the money. And it's just the people. I won't get into specifics, but that's the thing. I'm like, I'm too old to care about these details. Who the hell cares? Now I sound like my dad. Just who cares? This is not my world. This corporate warehouse stuff. and these sweaters with no zipper. But yeah, I burned a good amount of calories. Whoa, what the hell? Oh damn! And look, right here, all that like that. What is it? Neon, the whatever. But here's the thing. They seem cool, the people I'm working with. I swear they were saying good stuff about me already. Like, oh, I thought you were, a team leader or something. And I'm like, nope, I'm new. And, so they're saying I work quick and stuff. They notice me. The managers seem pretty cool. But I don't want this to be me. In fact, I was getting down thinking about it, and then I realized I have to make it like a game. Almost like, oh, you think you're gonna make me have to stop filmmaking because I'm working here? I'm gonna beat you at that. I'm still gonna be filmmaking. So almost like make it a game where I'm gonna beat them at it. I'm still gonna be a filmmaker. I plan on writing after this live stream. I'm not gonna stream that long. Hey, Nordic Rider. Click like, everyone, helps the video out. Yeah, so I don't even want this thing to weigh on me. It's not even worth it. I'm too fucking old. And here's the other thing that was interesting. Because my dad signed on my birth certificate when I was a baby, like when I was 1 year old, apparently, I didn't know this, my birth certificate had my name misspelled. It was spelled Angelo Fuckman. It's my last name, no. But it was just slightly misspelled. So weird. So, like when I was 1 year old, my dad had it corrected and he signed it. And they were asking, well, it doesn't have a seal on it? I don't know. They were talking back and forth, like I have to do it totally official. And I'm like, that's the paper that says it was amended or changed, corrected. So I'd like to be able to use my actual legal name because there's all these penalties it says if I don't use it. And you're not going to be able to get me out of, not legal trouble necessarily, but if there's any issue with taxes or payment, I'm not going to be able to say, well, look, they told me to use the wrong name. And this lady on the phone said, we were doing this whole thing in the office, one person calling another, said, well, can you get your dad, can you ask your dad how he got the form? And I just said, very matter of fact, I said, well, I can't ask my dad, he passed away. So it was this weird thing, that going through all this, and I'm like, that's the thing. I have real shit to deal with. I did what I'm supposed to do, so anyways, it's not even worth complaining about. Not even worth stressing about. This is worth stressing about. I gotta take my boots off. I've had them on all day because I'm dealing with that stuff this afternoon when I should have been out of that place earlier. So I want to put my nice little sneakers on. Click. There's 3 likes in here. What the F? I am serving communities around the area with my work. And here comes the Air Cavalry with their big banner in the sky saying click like on Angelo's video. But seriously, clicking, I always ask that. Look, here's the deal. Listen up, Jack. When you click like, it gets YouTube to, their algorithm to recognize that it's getting interaction and it's going to share the video with more people. This is still my job too, and unfortunately I'm not getting paid for another week from my warehouse job, so I got to make do on what I have now, and it's going to be rough. In the meantime, I'm not slowing down on anything. I still want to make YouTube. I don't know if it'll ever be a full-time job, but at least it'll be a nice retirement plan or something. I gotta get a better vest. I'm looking at this tow truck guy out here. He's got a nice vest on. I got this from a dollar store, this one back here. Alright, I gotta get my sneakers. taking my vitamins, trying to eat really healthy. Really, I didn't even want to eat much today, but I looked it up, like a calorie burning calculator, possibly how much I burned, depending on, you know, the activity and how much you weigh. I could have easily burned around 2,000 calories today. I know I already looked thinner. I pinched my, God damn it, I've been going around for the last like 30 minutes with my zipper down. I pinched my side to feel how much fat I have. I'm like, oh, it's almost scary how thin I'm getting, but that's good. I'm glad about that. Got Soylent from the food bank, so I'm like, may as well have a little extra something calories, because I'm going to sleep soon and I won't eat much for another like 12 hours. And then when I'm working, it's fast paced. But hey, it's good exercise. I'm not even sore from it. I doubt I'll be sore tomorrow. I'll still get up and work out. Push-ups, back workout, and squats. I'd like to do pull-ups, but the park's closed, and I doubt anyone would necessarily stop me from going at 1 in the morning to the park. Sometimes there's people parked around there anyways when it's like they don't allow overnight parking. Doesn't, like I said, nobody seems to enforce it for the most part. But still, I don't want to risk it. Why risk a ticket, or also just dealing with weirdos at the park? Got a bunch of protein drinks from the food bank because I know I'll need them. Man, that's one thing I realized at my shift. It's hard to eat enough to work the shift, and I had no problems working, but it's like, oh, you can eat plenty, and you kind of need all the food. So for my lunch, I tried to make myself eat more. I ate beef jerky and some of my brand cereal, whatever, Ezekiel cereal, like high fiber stuff, protein drink, milk, can't remember what else, I don't know. And Soylent has a bunch of vitamins, vitamin D, iron, vitamin A, vitamin E, thiamine, niacin, folate, biotin, iodine, zinc, copper, chromium, choline, molybdenum, manganese, selenium. I almost said it in the Spanish pronunciation. I'm just used to that. Magnesium, pentothenic acid, vitamin B12, B6, riboflavin, vitamin K, vitamin C, potassium, calcium. 7 grams added sugars? That's bullshit. But I was kind of stuffing myself with the cereal, not because I was hungry for it or that it tastes good at all. It's just bland at lunch, but I'm like, I really need to keep my energy up. So again, it's not the work that's troubling for me at all. It's the idea of my identity being wrapped up in this thing that I'm doing. Hello, no name. Yeah, my car is a spoiler. I basically work at the crack of dawn, before the crack of dawn. Wow, YouTube didn't even pause the stream that time. It completely crashed, the whole app. I do like a 3 in the morning shift to whenever we finish. And I think a bunch of comments disappeared. Now, like, I don't see them. A bunch of the ones I just saw before it crashed. But I'm gonna put my lotion. My hands, even though I wear gloves at work, it still kind of dries out my hands a little. But you know, it's decent pay. I mean, I figure I'm making about $100 a day. I don't know. The shitty thing about, I tried looking up the IRS's tax calculator to see how much I'll make after taxes, but you have to look at your previous pay stub. I'm like, if I could look at my previous pay stub, why would I need a tax calculator? I'd see the withholding taxes on it. So, but I mean, I figure at least like $100 a day if I'm doing a 7-hour shift at $16 an hour. And first thing I'm gonna do, my car's getting so dirty and stuff. That's the thing. I don't want to let go of the stuff I normally care about. That's why I say I make it like a game, so I don't get depressed about it. Like, oh, you think you're gonna have me? I'm still a filmmaker. I just do this a little bit at the time to make money. And even when I'm there, it's almost like just a puzzle-solving game, you know? Just moving the boxes around. It wasn't that hard, really. It got a little bit hectic, but it wasn't too. I really want a back brace though. Even lifting the proper method, it kind of wears my back out. And, definitely don't want back problems as I get older. I've never had them in my life, thank goodness. And I don't have the money really for a back brace right now. Like, for that movers wear, it's kind of almost like a powerlifting belt. And it has like suspenders on it. That'd be great to help keep my back straight. Because right now my back is hurting and I don't want it to hurt unnecessarily. So I don't know, maybe I'll just spring for it anyways. Where would I get it? Home Depot? Pretty sure Home Depot would have it, right? Where would I get like a back brace for people like movers? They're picking up couches and furniture, something like that. I should get one of those. I don't know, I'm tired, but maybe I should get one today. And here's the really thing that was getting me down, that was bothering me. I won't go into much detail about it, but the mask wearing situation was insufficient at work. And we are in, first of all, LA, but also in the Valley area where the hotspots of the new rapidly increasing infections are happening. So if people don't wear masks, that's saying, hey, I'm willing to either myself or make others basically drown in their own lungs, a horrific existence if you get to continue it, or a very painful death, and you or your family members and people around you grieve for whoever has been lost, because what was the impractical part? You didn't want to do this and put a covering on your face? So that was very insufficient, and I won't get into it except to say I did say something, made my case clear, and we'll see. I hope it gets enforced. It's in all the safety manuals and the safety stuff that they offer, the safety regulations, that you're supposed to have masks on, and yet that makes me nervous about getting this virus. So tomorrow I'm going to wear my face shield. Problem with my face shield, it's like glasses, but they're not fitted well, so they like fucking jab into my skull right here. So I forgot to do this when I went to the food bank, but I could go to the grocery store, still get a sponge, or a dollar store, and cut up some of it and like super glue part of the sponge on here. I also tried sort of stretching it out. Let me see. Oh shit, my hands are all greasy. Let me see if it hurts, because it hurts to wear it for a while, and also it's fucking dirty now. I gotta buy a new one. Maybe I should go to the dollar store and get another one. I kind of try and stretch it out without breaking it. If it's not too distracting to see through all this scratchy crap. But I was looking it up, these can make you like 3 times less likely to get the Trump virus. So, if it means wearing that, I'll do it. And it was so many people. It wasn't just employees like the package handlers. It was managers too. Or, I don't know, managers or administrators, whatever. Yeah, Home Depot probably has it. I wonder how much it costs though, because I don't have much money. Right, Home Depot. There are some 24-hour Home Depots. I wonder who's going in there at 2 in the morning. Yeah, I'd rather just deal with this dirty mask tomorrow. I don't feel like driving. There's a dollar store. I know they sell face shields, that is. But I don't feel like going to that. By the way, I barely slept last night. I had such sort of nervous energy, but like, because I was worried that the managers would be real sticklers and difficult, but they weren't, and they were commending me for working well. I'm gonna get ready to sleep now. This is not gonna be a long stream. I almost didn't want to do it, but I did for you all. I slept probably like an hour and a half or something last night. I just had such energy about doing it, and it wasn't, I don't know, it's not total excitement. It was like anxiousness to get it done. And now that I've done it, I'm still like dissociating somewhat from it all. Like, kind of bringing up old, like my triggers and stuff, the weird intrusive thoughts I get and everything. But the good thing is, I think it just helps dissipate it. It's getting better. I can see it's not changing who I am. I still want to write and make movies. It's a little scary because my mind is in a different place working, and I'm still not fully over my dissociation. But one thing I enjoy doing, watching PBS Space Time. Just like nothing dramatic about it, just Dr. Matt O'Dowd explaining black holes and the three-body problem and time travel, earliest sounds in the universe, what happened before the Big Bang, the possibility of life on other planets or life originating from other planets, life in multiverses. The sun is still up and I'm doing this. Oh, fuck! My back! I didn't want to drink that Soylent and have those calories, but I'm like, maybe it's good not to totally deprive myself of calories, because I am burning quite a bit of calories working. Oh, and there's still light because the sun's up. I'm going to sleep soon. Home Depot night shift, $12 an hour. $12 sucks, man. I get 15 plus $1 extra an hour for the Trump virus. But $12. Hey, if you live in a place like Virginia, where I'm from, $12 isn't bad, but it's still not enough to live. Well, there's a lot of people with the virus, the Trump virus, in LA. So it really doesn't make sense. If you think it's inconvenient to wear a mask, how inconvenient is it to become horribly sick for weeks, if not months, or the rest of your life, have limited lung capacity, heart damage, brain damage, kidney damage, to possibly drown in your lungs and die a horrific, painful death with no one being able to come near you and having to say goodbyes if you're conscious for it through an iPad or something, or a tablet that a doctor's holding. If the mask is inconvenient, what do you call that? So, yeah, that was really insufficient to me how that was handled there. I wish we didn't have this thing, but we can save lives by wearing make it fun, make it a game, like Stupanatron helmets from Ren and Stimpy. But wear masks, that's a big thing. If you wear masks, the face shield isn't as crucial in preventing yourself from getting the dreaded Trump virus. But because of the being around people today, I was, even though the warehouse, has open doors and stuff, so it's like air's coming in, I made a note to myself, get a Trump virus test in 5 days, because if I go now, even if I was exposed to it today and got it, it wouldn't show up on a test necessarily for at least a few days. So I don't think I necessarily got it. Yes, you do need a mask under your face shield, and that's what I will have. And what am I thinking of? I already lost my train of thought. And I'm just going to wear a face shield from now on. And people will see I'm the goddamn fastest. I destroyed that shift. I was working so fast, like I'd been working there so long. And that's good. People were commenting on it. I was moving quick. I'm not a lazy ass. And I kind of wondered how I would do, but I did fine. Now, today, what they said was it was not the most, like, hectic day. It was fairly hectic, but it could be a lot more so. And, you know, the other thing is a lot of people, they have a lot of turnover, and that's to be expected, but it's also a function of if you don't pay people enough, you're going to get people who are just kind of barely interested, not really interested in being there. If you pay more, that means you can live on it. You get more people who are serious about working. Uh, what they pay, it's not really enough to have your own place. What do you mean, not really? It's definitely not enough money to have your own place. It's not really enough to live decently on. So, of course, you're basically going to get kids for the most part. People who don't do... I've been, you know, sort of... I don't know, just focused on doing my own thing for a while, so it's like I sort of know what I want to do, and even after the stream, I want to do some writing, write like half a page, something. I have to. I cannot give it up, because like I said, it would be too depressing if I just thought, well, I was getting a little sort of choked, not really choked up, I wasn't on the verge of tears, but just sort of feeling a little bit like, oh man, this is kind of a bummer. Like I'm just this guy working this job now with this identity. But I thought, no, I can't let it beat me. I have to make it like a game where I'm going to beat them. Only in the sense that I'm just going to keep doing my filmmaking stuff, and this is just going to be something I do for the time being, even though in my mind I get anxiety about, are they going to fix my fucking name and let me use my real name? I mean, now they should, but I don't have the form that I need to do it, and I can't just pull it up somewhere. They have to basically like send it to me, you know, like invite me to it online. So that's really annoying, and it's on them. Ugh. Yeah, that's not good. People not wearing masks. It takes so little to wear a mask, but there's a whole different idea about that. And I wonder, people who say, oh, masks, or it's a symbol of Satan, which, hey, what's wrong with that? Or it's a symbol of slavery. It's a symbol of mind control. What do you say to people like me who wore masks even before the pandemic because I have bad allergies? Seriously, what do you say to them? Oh shit, what the hell is this? Good God, okay. I just got a message from my job. Kind of glad about it. I got to get up even earlier, like 12:30, because they just said I got to come in a half hour early. So, fine with me. Maybe the taco stand will still be open when I wake up. But, yeah, not getting up at 1 now. Although I had plenty of time after I got up, I'm just so scared of being late. I got up, ate and everything, and I was done and like ready to go at like 2:15, like ready to work at 2:15. I had to sort of kill time before I started my shift. So really, and I was so, even though I slept like 45 minutes or something, or an hour and a half or whatever, and it was not restful sleep because I had such energy, you know, I got up, like, just right away. I was like, I can't let myself waste time being comfortable. And I managed to shower and finish and dress in like 12 minutes, even in the cold. And it wasn't that cold. So then it was just, you know, work out, which is the park's closed. So just basically in the street, do my push-ups, back workout with a tree, and just grab the tree and pull myself towards it like a rowing motion, and squats. Do this a couple times. I'll do them tomorrow. I doubt I'll be too sore because I've already been, you know, exercising a lot. And again, today might not have been the most hectic day, but I gotta get a back brace, damn it. And secretly, yes, I am kind of stressed, wondering about... Here, now this is what is going on when I'm lying down, but you can't see me when it's so dark. That's a good saying, Squishy Socks. If you don't like the mask, you definitely won't like the ventilator. And click like, everyone. It really helps on the get the video shared by YouTube. Yeah, it almost frightened me. I'm glad about it. I'm not bragging about it at all. I think everyone, however you look is fine. Uh, Nothing wrong with how anybody looks, but like, I felt my stomach. I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm a lot thinner now after working a day. And it almost scared me how thin I was. Like, I'm not used to this. But that's good. Hello, Craigston. Yes, put on your Stupanatron helmets. I swear I gotta lie down. And what time? Okay, if I get it's 4:22. If I get up at 12:30, how many hours of sleep is that? 4 to 12. That's 8. So 4:30 to 12:30, it's 8 hours. And let's say get up at 12:40. Give myself a little extra time if I need to. Hold on, I'm not gonna show myself getting into my sleeping garb, my sleeping gear. Wow, the sun is still up. I'm going to sleep. But yeah, I just can't let it get me down, be like, just get this thing the fuck over it, like destroy my shift, because here's how I look at it. Either way, the 7 or 8 or 10 hours, whatever the shift is, it's going to go by. So you can either just enjoy it, like make a game of it, try and make it easier for everybody else, or you can be miserable about it, just shuffle over, move slowly. And I'm not going to do that. I don't even know what I'd want to do. Really, I realized today, I'm like, oh man, being even a manager, even a manager, being a manager, you have responsibilities. I'm like, oh geez, I don't even know if I'd really want that, because with that comes more fatigue, more problems, more responsibilities, but more pay. So I don't want this thing to consume my life, but like I said, got to make it a game. It's throwing more variables into the equation. I got to put on my Stupanatron goggles. Velcro. I need these because the sun's still up. Just give 80% so I don't burn myself out. Well, what happened? Craigston, I started my warehouse job today. I go to work very early in the morning. Tomorrow I'm going at 2:30 in the morning, so I want to go to sleep now so I can get up around 12:30, 12:45, be ready for work. Jack in the Box drive-thru is open 24 hours. I did get the bacon and egg sandwich, or muffin biscuit there this morning. And really, I could have afforded to eat more because I was getting a little hungry. It didn't bother me, the hunger, but I'm like, oh, it might be good for me to eat more before my shift. But thank goodness I wasn't going to the bathroom a lot either. That's what I worried about, really, when it gets busy, but wasn't a problem. When you're moving a lot, bathroom doesn't really become such a priority. And also, I ate decently, I guess, for lunch. But I'm glad to be working a job. It's kind of a downer in a way. It's like, I don't want this to be my identity. I don't want it to hurt my back. I really want to get a back brace soon, like what movers have. So it keeps your back straight when you're lifting heavy stuff. And I'm still going to work out tomorrow before work. I don't even think I'm going to be that sore from this. But I was glad for the work, even though, like I said, kind of a downer. But I'm like, got to do it. And the good thing is, I didn't even have to motivate myself hard or anything. I'm like, it's work. I'll do it. I work all the time anyways. When I work on film sets, they're usually 12-hour days. And it helps a lot if your coworkers are cool, which it seems like they are. And I'm sure the people who don't really like it, they'll quit soon enough because it's not fun in a way. But I try and make it. It's almost like, to me, it's like a puzzle game in a way. Oh, you have to get childcare set up. Yeah, it's got to be tough. Damn, I'm getting tired. I think I'm gonna go to sleep soon. I don't even know if I'll write right now. Maybe I'll write in the morning before work, but or if I wake up tonight restless. But last night, I swear, I had so much. It wasn't nervousness, and it wasn't real excitement. It was just like anticipation. I know I have this thing to do, and I can't get it out of my head. I slept like an hour and a half or something. I just could not sleep. But it's fine. I wasn't thinking about it at work at all. When I get like that, I don't need sleep. But tonight, I'm sure I could afford it. But yeah, 2:30 in the morning tomorrow. So we'll see. I mean, good thing is, I just hope I get more money, and I hope I don't hurt my back. Seriously, my back's kind of. It's not horrible right now, but my back is just, kind of sore, and that's a scary thing because your back is something that can be so easily or so debilitating, even with minor back pain. Oh, thank you, Lauren. I didn't know what you were talking about at first. Yeah, so little bit of a downer, but got to do it. And thinking, oh man, I'm going to be doing this every day potentially for a while because it might be 6 or 7 days a week during the holidays. But again, it's just like, got to think of it as a game. It's like leveling me up into my filmmaking and getting me closer to my filmmaking goals. And don't even stress about it. I don't even have to give a shit about, oh, do they have my name right? Can I get paid? They're going to have to work it out. I don't need to think about it, even though that stuff stresses the shit out of me normally. But I'm just too old to deal with it. We need one more like. Yes, thank you. And good thing is, I'm not like dissociating badly. I dissociated a little bit, somewhat today, yes, and that's partly from lack of sleep, but I trust that I'm getting better, and I don't have to just trust it. This almost looks like my hair. Look, it is an eye shade. $10 at CVS. Expensive. It does look like a Mo Howard wig or something from the Three Stooges right now. But yeah, I hope to, once I get a check, I'm gonna have to spend money on back brace, um, get my oil changed, get some food. I don't know what else. What else do I need to spend money on? But also, by the way, check out PBS Space Time. I don't know how I found it. Well, I found it because I was, going through looking for different things about astrophysics and stuff, like from Carl Sagan, and it kind of, YouTube recommended YouTube Space Time, and they're like great animations and great explanations, even though, like, I can't truly comprehend this stuff. And the math, forget it. I do not really understand any of it. Like, if they were totally making it up, I wouldn't know the difference. But it's just really eye opening to think, like, oh, what are my problems? Like, the universe could very well be infinite, all kinds of, like, odd things, and like, this is nothing, you know? And ultimately, this is not gonna. Okay, well, don't hit your head on the wall. What was I saying? Ultimately, this won't be my last job. I'll get something else eventually, or be a filmmaker. But I do need to make money for now, and I don't know. I don't know what the hell I can do. I think about it when I was working at a when I was working as a bouncer. That was depressing too. Even though it was much easier work, it was depressing because I was standing around watching other people having fun, doing something I wouldn't even enjoy doing, and yeah, it was just kind of sad and lonely. But I didn't hate the work. It's like I hated myself after a while doing it, feeling like nothing was changing, I wasn't progressing. So I don't want to get stuck in that rut at this job, and I don't want it to become my life or anything. It's weird, the worries you have when you're older. Fear is not being attacked by snakes or something or monsters. It's fear that you'll lose your identity to a job. Oh boy, I'll never lose that about me, enjoying good fart. And, fearing that you'll just be stuck in a job, or all that I'll just be stuck in a job for the rest of my life. But fortunately, I know that's not the case, because if I make money at this, especially once it gets warmer, and who knows, once the Trump virus goes away and the libraries are open again and the gyms are open, I'll be able to live in my car somewhat comfortably with the money I make, if I want to, if I have to. I'm very well prepared to do it now. I I don't know if I may even just do it more through the winter. Really, the only reason I'd want a place now, because I can even see how tired I am after work. Although today's a little different. I had to stick around for a while and then do all this paperwork and stuff related to my name and get stuck on it and go nowhere. But is to, uh, one, charge my phone, but have a shower, like indoors, a warm shower, and a toilet. Although having one at work, hey, that works out for me. Once my shift's over, I can go over to the toilet. But yeah, just trying to make it a game, like where I'm gonna beat it. I'm not going to let it take over. I'm just repeating myself. But anyways, uh, it is decent money. Wow, that kind of hurt. It didn't hurt badly, but kind of hurt to turn my head. Again, back's a little sore from all that. Um, I'll be making, I guess, around, I don't know, after taxes. I got to see my paycheck. I guess I'll know for sure. But I guess about $100 a day, $16 an hour, times maybe average shift 7 or 8 hours. Let's just say 8 hours. Um, what's 8 times 16? Let's see. 8 times 10 is 80. 8 times 6, 36, right? 8 times 5 is 30. Wait, 8 times 5. It's true. It is better here than around Kentucky. 8 times 4. Wait. No. 8. Huh? Wait. What is. No, 8 times 5 is 40. So 8 times 6 is 48. So 80 plus 48. What is that? $128? And how much would taxes take out of that? Got to figure, let's go on the high side, $20. So $108 a day times 5, 100 times 5, $500 a week. Yeah, that's all right. It should be more, believe me. Shouldn't be this hard to live, but uh, so what's that? 500 times 4, $2,000 a month. Yeah, that's not a lot of money, but it's yes. Thank you, big score, Angelo, the amazing Angelo Sardini. I'll catch me just when I'm about to go to sleep, 4:30 in the afternoon. Little scary, like I was saying before you guys joined, thinking that my identity could be taken by this job, and I am God. But I make a game of it, like, oh, it's not going to beat me. I'm still going to be filmmaking. I'm not going to obsess over this stuff. I do my job well. I did my job well today. Thank goodness. I got good comments about it. They're like, yeah, you're quick. People thought I'd worked there already. And fortunately for me, getting up early every day, working out, and being homeless, it made me already move quick. If I was in a home, I would feel terrible about moving so much, but I have to move a lot. I totally forgot about that Nutri-Grain and Mountain Dew thing. I'm not sleeping in the back seat. I'm in the driver's seat. I just tilt the seat all the way down. Yes. Well, first of all, there's noise all the time, but yes, I can sleep. See? And this thing's comfortable. It doesn't bother my face to have it on me. It does look like a wig right now, doesn't it? Like a Mo Howard wig. Yeah, I got this at CVS. It was a hell of a thing to find. You'd think you'd find it in the eye section. You'd think you'd find this, that. No, you have to look for, like, down at the bottom in different kinds of aids. Like, device. I forget. It was in some aisle for other stuff. And, like, there's cold medicine and allergies. It's wherever they put it. And I got the last one. But yeah, this is good. It's better than the Walmart one. The Walmart ones were so cheap, they kept breaking the straps on it. It does look like a Mo Howard wig, doesn't it? I swear it fakes me out even when I look at it. Early nights working out, well, fine, I guess. It's a little bit of a downer, like I said, but I'm still, like, I'm not going to let it beat me in that I'm not going to let it win. Meaning I'm still going to be a filmmaker. I'm not going to let this control my life. I was in this stressful thing today somewhat where it's like, oh, I got to get my name fixed for the payment records because my name on my birth certificate was spelled incorrectly, but it was corrected and my employer didn't know that, and I showed them the form to correct it. So now I got to correct it back to my correct name, and I got to get a form for them. They're like, well, you have to do that to get paid and stuff. I'm like, you'll figure out how to get me this form because I know you legally owe me the money, and this company doesn't want that kind of hassle. And I need to get my name changed with them, basically. Even when I shouldn't have had to do anything, they could have just believed it, but the person was like, well, no, no, even if you got this form correcting your name, you still have to do this. Like, people just obsessed with, like, well, what is the policy? Like I said, I'm not even putting them down because to even take care about it that much, it's beneath me now. And it was weird in the I said this earlier, but more people are here now. It was weird in the meeting, and what kind of put it in perspective, not put it in perspective, I already had it in perspective, but was on the form that corrected the incorrect spelling of my name. My dad signed it. I was like a year old for my birth certificate. And they said, well, if your dad signed it, I said, my dad must have done this. That's like how I got it. Because they were like, well, how'd you get it? I don't understand. Like, you didn't correct it, right? So what's like saying what happened? But I was like, well, obviously my dad did it. He signed it. There it is. I don't know. I got the copy, certified copy from the government. That's what it says. It was corrected. And they said, well, can you call your dad and ask him how he got it, or talk to your dad and ask your dad how he got it? I said, well, I can't ask him. He passed away. So, whatever. This stuff. It's nothing. Just I choose not to think about it because it's going to make me so damn miserable, and it's so easy for me to obsess over the littlest things. I used to be so terribly upset thinking my car was overheating and stuff, and I just got over it. Thank goodness this car doesn't do that. I'm going to get going in a few minutes, but yeah, unfortunately, I spent a lot of the afternoon just trying to deal with that stuff. So, tint on your back window. Well, I have my windows covered up, they're spray painted black, but I don't care about the back window. Nobody really looks through there, and it fogs up, anyways. And at night, it's harder to see through there, so I don't care. I stopped doing that. I used to put up something there, but it was just kind of pointless. I mean, nobody looks through there. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to look through there. Yeah, and I got the Mo. Now it looks like what? Like either like I'm almost like a fly or almost like the Terminator's sunglasses. I don't even know what it looks like because I can't see. Yeah, it looks like I'm a fly. Well, I got this car with that I'm in with the insurance check, the payout for the loss of my old car. When you block out your windows, you get claustrophobic. I enjoy it. It's like my own sleep capsule in a way. I do look like a fly. I already said that. Um, I don't want to get into the specifics about the crash, but basically, yes, somebody did admit fault. So insurance covered it, and they paid for this car, or they gave me a check, which I used to buy this car, and barely had anything left over after it was all done with the taxes on it and paying for the rental car. But yeah, I enjoyed it. It's like my own little, like, almost like mobile sleep center, like a sleep vacation in a way. I enjoy having this space like this, and thank goodness I have something to protect myself from the elements. I see guys sleeping outside in tents and stuff. That is miserable right now. It is so cold. It's not even freezing. It's just so cold. It's hard to sleep when it's that cold. Yeah, and this car is great. I mean, the 2000 Toyota Camry, it's like easily one of the most reliable cars ever made. At least, I guess, since the 90s. I mean, they don't get that much more reliable than this. Yeah, it's been cold. And to sleep on the street, that's brutal. That cold just penetrates you. And I'm warm in my Sub-Zero sleeping bag, so I'm real comfortable in it. But yeah, I gotta get. Yeah, it was hard to sleep when it was hot, for real. I had to have my windows all the way down, which is, a little uncomfortable. And then my mouth gets dry. I'm breathing, through my mouth. And just trying to make cool air come in by having the windows down. Yeah, the heat wave in LA was brutal. Even in Virginia, the last summer I was there was brutal. It would be like 89 degrees at 3 in the morning when I got out of my bouncer job. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna wear my face shield tomorrow, I guess. Hopefully it doesn't cut into my ears too much. And I guess I'm gonna lose another what? How much weight did I lose today? Like 3 pounds? This is nuts. All right, big score. Oh, excuse me. Thanks, yeah. So, anyways, yeah, it's kind of a downer. Like, I'm at this job instead of having fun and living in my own imagination. But so what? It's like I said, I'm not going to let them beat me. This isn't going to be my life, but it is kind of rough. Like to think, man, I'm going to, because it was, a lot of physical work. I'm lifting heavy stuff. Occasionally, there were like 2 or 3 things that I just couldn't lift on my own. For the most part, I could lift everything, and it's just, it, it wasn't ever boring or anything. It just, it's like, oh man, every day I'm working, I'm going to be doing this stuff, and hundreds, if not thousands, of packages. That's my job, and definitely being a bouncer, it was boring, but I don't know, something about it was more dynamic in a way. But oh shit, this fell over. Over time, these, like, with the heat and cold, they contract, and it becomes harder to keep them in the window. You got to find the point pressure where you can just sort of jam it in the window. But anyways, yeah, so it's like a little bit of a downer, thinking, oh man, I'm just going to be doing this job, but make the most of it. And fortunately, it helps with good coworkers. I worked around nice people. It really helps that, managers aren't like breathing down your neck and dogging you and stuff. They seem to respect me. And I really hope, yeah, now I'm feeling it more in my back. It's not like hurting or anything, it's just a little sore, And it's like I really don't want my back to have problems when I've had such good luck with no back problems in my life. But that's a little scary to think about, like having a job because I needed one is gonna wreck my back. That's really scary to think about. But, huh. Anyways, I want that back brace, and if I get stronger and stuff, I'm sure it'll be easier. And yeah, I know I need a back brace. Actually, can someone look up real quick? Would you mind looking at like Home Depot? How much is a back brace? I hate going to Home Depot. They're so crowded around here. I may just go get one tomorrow, even though I barely have the money for it. Like, I really need to have one. Um, I don't want to go now and buy one. Also, it's like almost 5 in the afternoon. They're going to be so busy. Just getting in the parking lot is a nightmare. And getting to the cashier is a nightmare after that. But can someone look up how much a back brace costs at Home Depot or even on Amazon? No, Home Depot. I want to see how much it costs there. I want to go buy one. I don't want to order one and wait for it. I'll wait. And also, it just helps to de-stress, deep breathe, just focus on what's important. You know, it was weird. I was thinking about my dad today working. I was like, oh man, I wish I could, tell my dad, like, yeah, I won't be doing this job forever, but it's all right. It's how it is. Are you serious? $11 for a back brace? And the kind that it like goes around your waist like a like a heavy power lifter's belt. $11, 16 cents? Do you have that right from Home Depot? Because that's a damn good price. I just, for some reason, I thought it would be so much more expensive. 11.28 for the cheapest? Hot diggity damn! I should have gotten one today. Hell, I don't know. It might be worth it to try and get one. What do you think? You're seeing $30 or $40. Better ones are 37. Well, what's the difference? I can't really afford the $37 one. Seriously, like I need money for food and gas this week until I get paid next week. Quality and size. Well, what's the difference? What's the reviews for the cheaper ones? Like, what's the difference? Like, how much difference does it make? But yeah, I'll need a back brace. I mean, once I get paid next week, I would definitely get a um, the $40 one. That's not a problem. Thank you so much, Sarah. Appreciate it. Uh, well, damn, I don't want to get it tonight. It's gonna take me like 45 minutes to go there, pay, get in the parking lot, and come back. And I'm like using the proper lifting technique and stuff, but you have that much weight on you, it just still wears on you. And my legs were almost like going numb at work. Like you're just walking with heavy stuff so much. But again, it's like that's cool. And it's a good workout. Thank goodness it's like supercharging my weight loss. But thank you, Sarah. Okay, I'll get one. Yeah, if that's what your request. What is your picture from, by the way? What is it, like a painting or something? I can't. It looks like a painting of like a woman made of snow or something. Don't send me money, Brianna. That's fine. Don't do it. You just Googled it. Oh, you didn't even know. It looks like a flower in her hair. What is that? I can't even tell. It's so small. But anyways, okay. If you say so, I will get one tomorrow after work. Eat some good biryani. Yes, DJ Rocker Boy, you've been paying attention. Yeah, and it really pays to eat at this job because you need the calories, you need the energy, the carbohydrates, the proteins. So I'm not going to try and skimp on breakfast tomorrow. I think maybe I will get that 10 pancake thing. YouTube doesn't take any money from Cash App. Cash App is separate. I have it listed in the description, so people can send me money on Cash App if you want. Uh, So Cash App, it's great because you can just do it instantly. You can only do it in America though. So some of my international fans, we're all international, but have tried to send me money. It's like I can't do it on there. And Streamlabs, I think I don't even know how that works. That people have told me my link doesn't work to it, so I got to get rid of that or figure out how to use it, how to make it work. I swear I thought I got one donation on Streamlabs one time, but I don't know what. I don't even understand how to use it myself. But yeah, I think that would be a good decision after work tomorrow, because Home Depot's not going to be open when I wake up. It'd be a good idea to go right over to the Home Depot and get a good what was I talking about? Back brace. I was gonna say weight belt, WWE Championship belt, but no, it seriously would be good. And I'm curious how well it works, because I've never really worn. I think I did wear one once. I can't remember what I was doing. I did buy one once. Maybe it was when I was working at a UPS warehouse for 2 weeks. I don't know. I really can't remember. But yeah, this is freaky. I already look like I lost like 4 pounds today. You see like movers wearing them, it's like a big black, like, I mean, when I say big, it's like wide, it's like maybe 7 inches wide or something from your waist up, and it has like suspenders usually going around your shoulders, and it basically keeps your back straight so you don't like mess up your back. You were in Annandale 2 nights ago, so seems even crazier there. Yeah, well, there's nothing to do for fun, so people don't stay inside more because they're staying away from entertainment and like fun gatherings. So people are just going out to, go on with their miserable lives there. Which part of Annandale were you? Well, there's only one real part of Annandale where anybody's out. Everything else is just suburbs that you can't even walk a lot of it. But it's the whole Backlick Road and Little River Turnpike / Columbia Pike, that whole area with all the Korean restaurants that I could never eat at because I didn't have money while I was living there. I was so broke. But they do have the box now with all those little restaurants in where the Kmart used to be. And the Wendy's is gone. Wendy's used to be there by the Kmart. I used to get the cheapest shoes from Kmart. Man, those things wore out in like a month. Like $14 shoes. Cheap as hell. Yep, Kmart went away. You were there. Well, I saw when I live streamed from there before I left Virginia that Annandale had a big fair there. That was interesting. When you'll be back there, hopefully never. But I I don't know. I guess when this virus is gone, hopefully it'll be gone. I'll visit, and I'd like to work on movies there because it's cheaper to make it there. Thank you, Sarah. I did get your Cash App donation, so I will accept that after the stream is over. Oh, sorry, Mark. You got you got the old switcheroo. Sorry, I can only wear that stuff so long before it gets tiring. But I started my warehouse job. It's good. I think I lost like 5 pounds today or something. The work was fine, and like I was doing it quickly, so people were commenting like, "Yeah, I'm quick," and I wasn't messing up much. So, uh, so that's good. They liked me, and the one thing I was really worried about was like managers not giving a shit or dogging me and stuff and writing me. They weren't like that at all. So they could see I'm working, so it's like they respected me. And really, I'm not sure I could take much of that anyways before I would just leave if that did happen. But it's good that I was working hard. Hopefully my back holds up tomorrow. I did cramp up in my foot a little bit today. I was like, oh shit, I hope I don't get like, taken out because they see that I'm like cramping a little bit and I had to like limp, hobble a little, but it went away, the cramp. But that's what I was saying. It really does pay to eat plenty on this shift. I'm working constantly, lifting stuff and walking for like 7 hours. So I had a lunch break, but even so, like when I was on the floor, it's just constant work. So it really does pay to eat plenty. So I think tomorrow morning, instead of just a little bacon thing from a bacon biscuit from an egg biscuit from Jack in the Box, maybe I will get the 10 pancake. They're little tiny pancakes like this with bacon, egg, and hash brown, and my oatmeal as usual, protein drink. Like have plenty. I do need to become their CEO and president. Here's the problem: that if there's a board of directors, they'll hate me for trying to raise everyone's pay. I'm not going to get into strange or interesting coworkers. I don't want to put people out like that. I don't really have any stories about that either. I mean, I just started, but so far, just working people. I mean, no, sure, I guess the pancakes are literally like this big. You can eat them whole, basically. It's really the equivalent of like two normal sized pancakes, maybe three. But my coworkers seem cool, and I will say that because I was working so quick, it was funny. I think the guy was a little skeptical of me at first because I missed one package. He's like, "Hey man, you missed this one." I was like, "Oh shit, he's already got it in for me." But then he's like, "Hey man, you're quick," and apparently people thought I had already been working there for a while, and I said, "No, I just started today." But they're like, "Yeah, you're good," because some people they're just so slow they just shuffle over. But I was moving quick and I'm in good shape. So they do. People do love to press good people. I can't hold God down though, and I am God. But that's good. So it's like, hey, I just hope I don't get injured. I hope I don't get the Trump virus. I will wear my face shield tomorrow, and I do want to get that back brace tomorrow. So thank you, Sarah. And the good thing about Cash App, you don't have to wait so long to get paid, unlike on YouTube Super Chat. You get it basically in like 2 or 3 days. So if I get the accept the donation, or if I buy this thing, I know I'll have the money in very little time. Ow, fuck, my leg a little popped. 10 pancakes. It's not huge pancakes. Jack in the Box, first of all, Jack in the Box has cheap meals. Their breakfast thing, the pancakes are literally like this big, literally. So 10 pancakes is like two normal size, maybe just one normal size pancake. But it's like 10 little pancakes with, you can get sausage or bacon. I would get bacon because less calories, but egg, hash brown, and I'll eat my oatmeal, protein drink, maybe a kind bar too. Oh, peanut butter for sure. And make sure I have enough calories in the morning because I was kind of underfed this morning. Yeah, that's true. Mark, somebody did tell me take ibuprofen. Yes, Crash, nice camping stream. Nice name, just Crash. Oh, and another thing, it's good that I already work out my back a lot and I work my abs a lot. That helps, but I'm going to see if I have ibuprofen. It might be in the trunk of my car. Maybe I'll take some in the morning. But yes, a coworker was saying, like, for the first week, yeah, your back's going to be sore and stuff, so I don't feel like getting it now. It's not really... Oh, I feel much better now. Ibuprofen, it's good. Motrin, it's good. It's funny, I don't have any pictures from this era of my life. I had braces when I was like 19, 18 and 19 and 20. For the every time they tightened the braces, I had to take Motrin, I think, because it hurt. And especially before they put the braces on, for a month, um, they put spacers. It's almost like these tiny little discs, soft discs in between your teeth to give them space so that they can put the sort of like caps on your teeth with the braces attached to them, the metal. And those spacers hurt like a motherfucker. Like, they hurt so bad. Yeah, I was taking Motrin with that. It hurt to drink orange juice the next day. Like, to eat a donut. Um, Mark, you probably worked in warehouses plenty, right? Uh, or I don't know what don't you work construction? Or do you still work construction? I forget. But, what was I talking about? The spacers. I tried to eat a glazed donut. I couldn't even chew it. I had to cut it up with a knife and fork and just kind of like let it dissolve in my mouth and swallow it. Oh, scaffolding work. Okay, so yeah, my back's hurting a little now. Just like not like it doesn't feel like an injury, just sore. The braces years, yeah. So also every time they tighten the braces, and I really couldn't eat solid food for like a month with the was it when I first got my braces on or with the spacers? I think it was like the spacers. I couldn't. No, I got the spacers. They were only in what for? I can't remember. A week or a month? I can't remember. But I think when I first got the braces on, yeah, it was kind of tough to eat solid food for a while. Oh, you're retired now because of the Trump virus, as we call it in America. But Motrin did help. If I didn't take that, like the day I got my braces tightened, it was going to hurt a lot worse the next day. So that was, or if I didn't take it in the morning or what, I can't remember what my schedule for it was. But yeah, I think I have some Motrin in the trunk. So I'll take it maybe tomorrow morning. Where's Mike Pence been since Trump lost? Somebody I saw the other day, they said Mike Pence hasn't spoken or showed up publicly for 4 days. Um, so yeah, it's kind of a bummer that like got addicted to Evian. It's kind of a bummer that I'll be at this job so much because I'm like, oh man, I'll be doing this a lot every day. But here's the thing: you get in good shape pretty quickly, to deal with it, and with the physical strain of it. I'm already pretty much in good shape for it, and hey, at least I think I'll lose weight pretty quickly. And just like I said, make a game of it. Just keep writing, keep working on film. I know it's probably helping me through my disorder, and I'm glad for the weight loss. Thank goodness, man. I did not like having all this extra weight on me. And actually, being in my car seat, I was gonna call it my car chair. It's a kind of like an orthopedic bed. It might be better for me than a regular bed. But I must remember tomorrow, I'll get that back brace for sure. Get the nice one. I will just barely survive this week after I pay my phone bill and have to get gas and food. Just barely. Hello, Lamar. I started my warehouse job today and it went fine. I actually did really well. People were commenting how quick I was, and it's decent money. It's at least like around $100 a day if I work at least like 7 hours. I don't know how much taxes are going to take out exactly. No, I don't wear a helmet at work. I do wear knee pads now because I was banging my knees into stuff so much, including the conveyor belt. So, you need to animate TT? What the hell does that mean? All right. Uh, I kept saying I'm gonna go soon. I should go soon. I need to sleep. I slept like an hour and a half last night. I was just anticipating this job so much. But yeah, I put on knee pad. Thank goodness I have knee pads from working on film sets. I put on knee pads because I kept banging my knees into stuff. That's a face crying. Wait, but what's I need to animate mean? Like to cheer up? What? Like animar in Spanish means like, to cheer up in a way. I don't know what that means. Eye protection, so the thing is because I wear a mask at work, eye protection kind of sucks because it fogs up a lot, but I have a face shield like in the thumbnail of the video. I'm going to wear my face shield and also to protect from the Trump virus because that was one thing that was getting me down. The mask wearing was very unsatisfactory at work. There was not enough mask wearing. I talked to it about with someone, Yeah, face shield. By the way, I was reading today. I was like, well, how good is it at preventing it? A face shield, I read, with a mask. Like, even if you have a mask on and you don't have a face shield, you're like 2 to 3 times more likely to get the Trump virus. If you have the face shield on, you're much less likely to get it. So it's like, oh, I feel sick that I didn't wear it today. It kind of hurts to wear. I have this cheap one that like digs into the sides of my head by my ears, but I kind of stretched it out a little without breaking it. Maybe that'll work. I meant to get a sponge and cut it up, and I have super glue and super glue part of the sponge so that touches my head. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow morning. Just go to 7-Eleven, get a sponge, and shit, it's not gonna have time to set with the glue. I'm gonna get glue on the side of my head, but do I have a sponge in my car? No. But having a face shield can help a lot, from what I've heard, to prevent the Trump virus. And I feel sick that I didn't do it today because I did not like being around people without it. It was depressing, and it felt like, what the hell is going on? Is it really that inconvenient to prevent a horribly painful disease? I'm already scared right now that I got it today, just thinking about it. It's making me sick with anxiety, and I've got to calm down. They call it chillets if you get hot work. What? A bandana, you mean? Icy bandana? I see. So, I don't know. I'm taking my zinc and vitamin C and stuff, if that makes any difference. And in 5 days, I want to get a COVID test, so I'll go get one. And um, I'm just going to wear my face shield and try and get a better one, too, that's a little more comfortable. Or just, like I said, get a sponge and really, I could super glue it on there. I could also sort of duct tape it on, but it just, let me try wearing it now and see. Whoa. Like, see if it hurts. Yeah, it kind of digs into the side of my head because it's not like fitted that well. But maybe I can just bend this part a little bit without breaking it. Don't break it. That made no difference. And the thing is, wearing this for a while, it hurts. It feels like knives digging in to the side of your head. Yeah, duct tape rig it. Exactly. I have duct tape, so it's like, well, I don't even need a sponge for that, really. I could, I don't know, put a napkin on there. But it actually kind of feels okay right now. It's a little scratched up. It's a little old, but tomorrow I could get some new ones. They have them at the dollar store, face shields. But I'll wear this because it helps so much to protect from it, and I can. This does not fog up with the mask. I have like safety goggles, but they do fog up, and same with my glasses. So you got to be able to read the packages. That's the thing. I'm not just unloading stuff and just putting it somewhere. Uh, Everybody where I am, we have to see what zip code the package is going to and put it in the designated area for it. So if my glasses are fogging up, that's going to be real difficult to do. It's actually not hurting right now, so maybe I stretched them out enough, but I do have duct tape. Maybe I could put napkins around it, but I think maybe just tomorrow morning I'll go to 7-Eleven and get a sponge, overpriced sponge. But maybe not. I don't know. It seems kind of comfortable now. I'll try and twist it, like bend it a little bit more. Please don't break. I know you can't see anything now. Use your imagination. Huh. Yeah, it's still not ideal. It like touches the side of my head like too sharp in a way, and after a while it hurts. Get a face shield you can raise up and down. Well, that sounds a lot more expensive. Yeah, drop it down if someone talks. It's not really an issue at my job because I only eat in my car basically, so I don't eat on the floor. And if I drink water, I walk away from everybody, so I'm far away, and you know it's obvious that like nobody's gonna be able to come near me in time. I'll just drink and then put it right back down. This isn't too bad, and worst comes to worst, hey, take that Motrin. I can deal with the pain, but I don't even want to spend money on a sponge right now. Seriously, everything's adding up money wise. But yeah, this is gonna kind of hurt after a while, I can tell. However, like I said, you just get over it, and thank goodness this does offer a lot of good protection. I should have worn it today. I feel senseless that I did not. I feel like I needlessly endangered myself because people were not wearing masks properly. And, I won't go into detail about it, but I did talk to it about it with someone who said they take that seriously and they're going to, try and rectify it. Because can you imagine what would happen if there was an outbreak at work and, something, a terrible outcome came about? How senseless that would be. I swear I'm just going to have to wear this thing everywhere except in my car. Blue light protection. And I'm not that picky about it. I mean, but yeah, I should have definitely had eye protection today. Oh, you can wear it without sunglasses. Oh, that's cool. Anyways, everyone, I got to cut this off. I'm tired. Going to sleep. Thanks for watching.